Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo, and today we'll be talking about portable digital to analog converter iFi Go Bar Kensei. And everyone is familiar with iFi and their products, and Go Bar was a pretty popular device when it was released, but company managed to rise it to a new level because they cooperated with famous Victor Corporation and built into this portable digital to analog converter their technology K2HD. It's some kind of digital signal processing that adds harmonics and makes sound more lively. More about that I will elaborate further in this review. But so far we're having a really good portable digital to analog converter that delivers 300 milliwatts for single-ended output and almost 480 for the balanced. And it's a pretty top-notch and compromised device, so price is pretty high. It's set at $450. So taking that into account, let's have a closer look. Unsurprisingly, iFi put a lot of effort in every aspect, including presentation. You can see these strict Japanese motifs on the package. As usual, they've put main features on the side and some extra information on the back side, but inside of this nice white cardboard box they put second, more premium and exquisite one, and it requires some effort to be pulled out without damaging the outer box. So let me open bottom flip too, so now I can push it out, and here we're getting absolutely stunning and great wooden box with nice patterns, so a lot of great looking things. So some brief information, device itself, then underneath we getting extra accessories. So it's just manual here, and you get the case and stock cables, USB Type-C to Lightning and USB Type-C to USB Type-C with Type A adapter. So as you can see, presentation is really superb. Design-wise, this device is perfect. It has the same bullion shape of previous Go bars, but it's made of Japanese brushed stainless steel, and you can feel it even by weight. Weight is 63 grams here or about so, and it definitely feels like a really solid device. Actually, extra weight is not a great thing for portability, but definitely look is really stylish here, and probably video doesn't show it fully. So on the front or on the top side we have company logo, some Japanese phrase. I can look up the translation, but I didn't do that. High-res audio sticker. To be honest, I think it doesn't look great here, but anyway, let it be. And here we have volume control buttons. Then IE match, you can activate it to get to make it work better with the sensitive earphones, and it's one of iFi's signature technologies. So it reduces power, but at the same time giving less background noise and more space for volume control. And one multifunctional button. Short press activates X-Space and X-Base functions. 3-second press toggle filters, and if you press plus and this button for 3 seconds, it will enable and disable that K2HD feature. On the back panel you can see a lot of LED indicators, so it shows signal resolution, DSD or PCM. It shows that K2HD feature, MQA signal, and X-Space and X-Base. Here is USB port and two output, single-ended and Pentagon balanced ones. So usage is really simple. You connect it to your transport and you connect here your headphones or earphones, and that's it. Of course, power consumption is always an interesting characteristic of such devices, and you can see measurements yourself. I use iPad Pro as a transport and Meze Empyrean 2 as a load, and you can see figures yourself. Pretty power consuming device, but it's the price to pay for all that sonic features it offers. Initially I thought about giving two different sound descriptions, one with K2 HD and second is without, but then I thought that it doesn't make much sense. You can disable K2 HD here and you'll get more natural dry monitoring sound, but to my ears K2 HD is really worth that, and I don't see much sense in disabling it because it's not like an option to save battery or something like that. So I prefer to keep it on all the time, because with this feature this device really shines, because it makes sound more lush, more organic, more natural, better defined. Actually, you know, I told many times before that future is in digital signal processing, and that's a great illustration of this thesis, because with this K2 HD feature on, sound became no, well, maybe not hugely better, but in a noticeable way better, and it's definitely a way to get better sound when you constrained by size and battery consumption and other things. So basically, let's talk about the sound with K2 HD on, and without it, it will be just more monitoring and more analytical. So, bass is deep, it's well controlled, it's well defined, it has a bit highlighted nuances and details. It has a bit highlighted impact and rumble, so bass has slightly more texture and it has additional emotions. It's really great in building foundation, and at the same time, when it's necessary, it stays perfectly in control. I can't say that it's like a warm sound signature or cold, or it's like bass natural and it's bass realistic. So light, when it's necessary you'll get tight bass, when it's necessary you'll get like powerful, weighty, and so on. So usually it's some compromise. When you're getting more weight you're losing a bit of definition and vice versa, but here you're getting exactly what you need. One main condition here is your source should be able to provide sufficient power by USB to give this device necessary juice. And let's talk about the examples. First one is The Sky is Crying by Sonny Boy Williamson, really good high quality record. And there is not a lot of bass here, but at the same time it's really essential, because it's mainly about the guitar, and guitar needs this bass foundation to sound natural and give you that sense of guitar body and DAC and other things, and this device delivers it really well. And second track, not that audiophilic, it's Caravan Palace, Waterguns, and it's a great example of creative, fun electronic music with great bass line, and at the same time a lot of nicely selected samples that requires good definition and good separation between bass and mids, and at the same time the separation shouldn't be like dry. The separation shouldn't layer the sound in separate layers, and it needs also coherence. So bass stays controlled on its place to give you that funny bass line, and mids and treble does the job also well. So transitioning to the mids, here you getting great resolution without excessive focus on the small nuances and details, but they all are present and they are not overwhelming. Of course, it requires good material with properly recorded stuff to show the full potential, but it's not super critical for the quality of records. With K2HD, you're getting more definition in stage building, you're getting more realistic, more staging with better 3D positioning, with better holographic representation, with well-defined pinpoint sound sources, but it's all require good material, of course. Vocals are nice with good dynamics, and the instruments are also great with nice weight distribution. And there is no attempt to make something too artificial, too forward, or something like that. So let's proceed with examples. First one is A Nightmare to Remember by Dream Theater. Long track with a lot of staged parts, with different effects, with all that sounds of car crash and ambulance, and of course a lot of complex music by Dream Theater, and that all requires nice emotional representation and at the same time really great technical performance, and this device gives you both. And Blue Space by Polaris, it's actually a great illustration of K2HD strong sides. Exxasens is not that famous, but it's really interesting post-rock with a lot of wall-like sound fragments when they deliver, like massive sound with a lot of instruments, with a lot of things going on, and you need to feel this sense of epicness, and K2HD really helps you with that. And without it, track sounds drier and more dull. Treble is like good, maybe not stellar, not to be compared with some high-end players, but really good. Normal layering, not stellar, but really normal. No coloration, no attempts to highlight it or to hide something, like absolutely like uncolored treble represented as is, with good overtone saturation, with good airness and sense of space. So basically good, like A minus or B plus level of treble performance. So first example, it's Lush Life by Kent Poon. Great female vocal, nicely recorded, good instrumental part, all that requires great treble performance, and this device delivered it with ease. And Nguyen Le, Us and Them, interesting covers of Dark Side of the Moon. Actually, it's not like covers, it's more like, I don't know, reinterpretations, because sometimes it goes really far from the source material, remaining some references, but a lot of improvisation, and Us and Them is a good example of that. But at the same time, well performed and well recorded track that requires good treble, which this device delivers well. Also, you can enable here X-Bass and X-Space, but actually X-Bass to my taste makes sound a bit too weighty. I prefer like a natural option here. And X-Space with some tracks, it gives you a good results, like improving imaginary soundstage. With others, actually it breaks the immersion, so it's a matter of experiments. With some music it works nice, with others it doesn't. But I prefer to keep both options off, because K2HD is the best thing put inside of this small device. So in terms of power, it's pretty versatile device. When it gets enough of power from the source, it can drive even pretty power-hungry headphones. Of course, not super power-hungry, but like some sensitive planars will be okay with it, and high-impedance models too. On the other hand, what surprised me a lot, even without IE match, it has almost zero background noise, even with sensitive earphones. Maybe with super sensitive ones a bit of noise, but with IE match, actually it's completely black background. So I really like that they built this feature in, and it's pretty versatile. Speaking about the comparisons, actually it's definitely a noticeable step forward comparing to the previous Go bar. I haven't tested Gold bar, but here, compared with regular Go bar, you're getting more natural sound signature, better stage, better immersion, more epic sound. Compared to other digital tonal converters, what we have in this segment. Unfortunately, I didn't test Luxury and Precision. I didn't test iBasso Elite. I compared with Kane Multi-Ru 7 and Hybe FC6, you're getting a bit different sound signature because that two devices are more like multi-beat or single beat. They use sophisticated resistor ladders, digital tonal converters. Here you're getting slightly less colors with emotion sound, but at the same time better build stage, more immersion and better control, and more epic sound, if I can say so. Compared with, for example, Fuse Q15, actually you're getting pretty similar sound signature. Actually, Q15 gives you better control thanks to the built-in battery, and here you're getting better stage, more like hyper-realistic because of that sound improvement. But they are really different in size, and actually that leads me to the final thoughts here. So it's the best sound quality to volume ratio that I've tested. It's the best sounding small device I've experienced, and of course it's pretty expensive, but sound quality here is really great. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.